Are you living a purposeful life? Can you answer this simple question? Are you living a purpose-driven life? Or perhaps you're like the majority of people, living day to day, just moving along wherever life chooses to take you, and you're not in control of your own destiny. We live in a time and age where we are constantly bombarded with distractions from all angles. We are bombarded by media 24 hours a day. With all of this stuff going on, it's no wonder that it's easy to lose track of what's important and what we should be doing. One way that we subconsciously fool ourselves that we're coping with this information overload is by focusing on the what instead of the why. We focus on things like, what do we need to do today? Now perhaps you can understand why there's such a huge market for planners and organisers. There's a reason why so many of us work with daily to-do lists. It's a psychological crutch which helps us to sort through the clutter and pick out a handful of important things that we need to get done today. In other words, these organisers and lists are a coping mechanism, and they allow us to deal with the overwhelm of too much information and too many things that we could be doing. They help us to simplify a too complex life. Now, I'm not dismissing these tools outright, as they definitely can be useful, but they may also hold a hidden danger in that they make us focus too much on the what at the risk of losing track of the why. But what do I actually mean by this? What I mean is that it's hard to see the big picture and make sure you're following your purpose when you're just staring at a to-do list. But it's not difficult to fix that while still being able to use all these tools to kick overwhelm to the curb. Here's what you need to do. Set aside a little time each month or even each week to sit back, reflect and look at the big picture. If you need to, put it on your calendar to make sure that it gets done. Don't just ignore it, as it is really important. Spend that time reflecting on what you've actually accomplished this past week and how it's helped you to move forward in the right direction. Be objective and be critical. What tasks help you to fulfill your purpose and what was just busy work? We all have things that we do on a regular basis just because that's how we've always done it. In other words, it's habitual. Take a long hard look at those things and see if perhaps there's a better way of spending your time. Maybe there are other things that you could try that will make work better, be more efficient, or they just align more with your big why. And finally, the exciting bit. Start planning your what for the coming week or month, but always keep your why in mind when you're planning this. Think about what you need to do to move forward. Always keep your purpose and your end goal in mind, and you will get there much quicker.